everybody. We are. Welcome to Live at 5
Hello.
on Tuesday, July the 19th. We have such a special guest today, Sarah Steele from the Tony-winning The Humans.
I know, like a big Broadway smash.
Proper Broadway smash. So we're very lucky, everybody.
Yes.
So Paul,
First the news.
I got woken up this morning by
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh my God.
I was kicked out of bed for Jake Gyllenhaal. So yeah, there it was.
That's a first.
It was, sadly.
So he has two exciting things. So he's doing that Sunday in the Park
Yeah.
with George, right?
Yeah.
With Annalie Ashford.
Yes.
Now we know that.
Now we know that.
And Burn
That's in the
This,
fall.
which is like one of my favorite plays of the 80s.
And we talked about this before, because before it was rumoured that he'd be doing
Yes.
Burn This, but now we know that he actually is doing this. And this is perhaps the most interesting thing about it. He's going to be reopening a new Broadway theatre.
Which is really
the
cool.
Hudson Theatre.
Hudson, I've only been to parties and special events there.
So it begins previews in February 2017 and officially opens on March the 6th. They like to get their opening night dates in now because it can get very busy. But
Who will play Anna?
I don't know.
Maybe Sarah Steele.
Just know
Sarah
about,
Steele,
all
that'd
we
be
know
good.
about that right now is Jake.
All right, we'll figure that out.
But we're excited about that. I like Jake Gyllenhaal. He was very nice in my interview.
No,
He's a
it's really
sweet
cool
guy.
how he's like, he's going all out for
Yeah.
Broadway, right? I mean, he's
Yeah.
like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
He's just going there. I see him in the audience at shows all the time.
He should have
He's-
got a
he's
Tony
around.
nomination for Constellations and he didn't. Best English accent I've ever heard was better than mine at the time.
Is that a category?
Yes.
It should be.
Should be.
It should be.
All right. Jenna Ashkowitz is going to temporarily replace Kimiko Glenn in Waitress.
Of Glee fame. Jenna, yes.
On from July the 29th.
She's another person that's been kind of circling.
Well, she's been on Broadway before as a child.
Oh,
It's
what
not
was she
Broadway
in?
debut. King and I. She was in something
Oh, I
else as
actually
well.
didn't know that. Okay.
Okay, well I'm pleased that,
Well, now that's what you're here for.
I wrote that story too. We don't quite know why Kimiko is leaving, but all the best to her. And apparently it's only temporary. It's a temporary leave of
Well,
absence.
I think they're filming Orange is the New Black?
Maybe.
Maybe, I think they're filming that.
It didn't
They just started.
say on the release. It didn't specify.
Josh Ferry just said she was in Spring Awakening, maybe. Was she in
Yes, she
Spring
was.
Awakening?
Well done, Josh Ferry.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
thank you for tuning
Thank
in,
you.
Josh Ferry.
From around the corner.
Any idea who's playing Amber in Hairspray Live? Could it be you?
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Sarah Steele?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's me.
That'd be good. Whatever.
All right. Ingrid Michaelson.
Another thing Sarah Steele could be in, an Ingrid Michaelson musical.
So Ingrid Michaelson apparently wants to write a musical.
Right.
She's dating Will Chase, so obviously
I
into
know.
musicals. And also she just collaborated with Deaf West on her new song. That's leading Odds and Ends today. Also in Odds and Ends today, yesterday we talked about how the fact that Will Chase was about to start performances in Something Rotten.
Mm-hmm.
And they were going to broadcast live on Facebook his first Willpower.
How'd it go? I didn't watch it yet.
That's now in Odds and Ends.
Was it good? Was it fun?
I have to say the camera work could have been slightly better.
Well, that's the thing with these Facebook Live videos.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the best footage.
But
well, this one's pretty good. We have pretty good
But
lighting.
he sounded great. He
Well,
sounded
of course.
great.
He's a great singer. I'm so glad he's back.
And also, he was the original. Were you at that workshop? Because there was one workshop where
Nope.
he was the first Will Shakespeare before Christian Ball came in.
I know.
And
I
then he
didn't
got
see
Nashville.
that one. I saw the other one.
And Christian has also been on record saying he stole some of Will Chase's moves for his own Shakespeare. So.
And they're all in it now, right? The whole new group.
Everyone.
The whole new group.
All new group over
I
Something
need to
Rotten.
return to the St. James.
I like that show. It's fun. Okay, this was a fun story I got to write.
Because you're involved.
Well, not
Sort of.
really. My good friend, bizarrely, don't even ask me why, Michael Riedel.
I started my career as one of his interns.
Anyway, so
I'm sorry to
Riedel,
say.
Riedel and I have a slightly cantankerous relationship. We've done a lot of TV and radio together.
You have
And
a chemistry.
I always tell him to shut up because he tries to sing and he just
Right.
can't. Anyway, Riedel's book, Razzle Dazzle,
great.
which is amazing.
And you're in it. That's why I said it relates to you.
Well,
There's a quote from
maybe
you in the
I
book.
can play myself. Anyway, Razzle Dazzle is going to be going to the small screen as a mini-series.
I
Well
knew
done,
I knew
Riedel.
something was going to happen with this. I actually thought maybe it would be a big. Well, it can't really be a big screen thing. It makes
the
sense.
mini-series makes sense. But then, the casting, I mean,
It's
is
gonna
Dad going to do a cameo as himself, or are they going to get someone else to play Dad?
I don't know.
How does it work?
I don't know.
It's
Who's your
amazing.
dad?
I don't know who Dad
Who's
is.
going to play
Stephen
you as a
Sondheim.
little girl coming over to see Cats?
I don't know. We haven't talked about that yet. I haven't talked about this yet on Live at 5. I saw Cats last week.
You haven't talked about Cats yet? Oh,
No,
that's
I
right.
did
You
do Live
have
at
it.
5 yesterday.
I'm so jealous. How are the cats?
Okay, so I went to the first preview, but yeah, so here's the thing. Normally I watch Broadway shows and I'm very dignified. Cats, and I happened to be sitting next to Dad. I don't know how it sort of worked out, but I was. And I'm sitting there, and literally I turn into a 3-year-old. I'm clapping, I'm sort of singing along, and then realise I'm sitting next to Dad, and he doesn't want to hear me singing. He's actually trying to hear what the stage is doing.
Right. Yeah.
It was amazing. Anyway.
So you loved it?
Oh,
There's
I
a new...
know I want to be one ballerina though. I'm over the white cap.
I heard I heard you're talking
taken me
about
30
ballerina.
years.
I heard you're talking about ballerina. I heard the word got to me about that. But there's a new Cats vlog just went up.
Yes.
And Tyler
very
Haynes
good.
looks amazing in the makeup.
The makeup does look incredible.
Yeah, the Rum Tum Tugger.
Rum Tum Tugger.
Yeah.
But he's playing like the old school Rum Tum Tugger.
Right.
Not the
rapper
London
we saw in
rapping
London.
one. Yes.
So this opens like next week.
July 31st.
Is that soon?
Yes. It's
Yeah.
a quick preview period.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And you also told me, you said it's really cool because it's really close.
Really
Like
close.
it feels really intimate, right?
So I'd never had that before. I mean, because I was always little and way back.
Oh, I did.
Felt-
When I was a kid, they crawled right up on me. That was pretty intimate.
Anyway, but you're really close. And Leona can do touch me. You know, very important to get that bit of belt right. Oh, it's effortless. Okay.
I can't wait.
I know. So moving on. Bianca and Jaime Camille's Ask Star video is up.
Bianca Maraquin. Yes, and they're
That's fun.
hilarious
They
and
are
adorable
hilarious.
together.
There's also
And it's in Spanglish.
There's also a photo up of Japan's. Can you do that?
Let's go with Takarazuka
Chicago company meeting.
of Chicago, the
Broadway
show.
company.
Yeah, they came to the Broadway. Yeah,
And they're all girls, I think.
right.
Yeah. Also, there are photos of privacy, aka
Privacy.
privacy.
I'm now calling things the British word just to, because I don't want to insult you. So I'm calling it privacy.
But Daniel Radcliffe, who I saw, because I saw the show on Saturday night, calls it privacy in the show, even though he's doing it with his own British accent.
Okay,
So I think it can probably be privacy.
right.
A
And it
privacy.
opened, and it's, opening night.
Opening
Happened.
night, yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe's back.
Dan Rad. Well, he's
Okay.
great that he's doing all this stage stuff.
I'm
right,
out of
you
here.
should
I'm
go.
just gonna do the sound
Welcome
effects.
stage, Steele.
You introduce her. I'll do the sound effects.
Sarah Steele, everybody, from the Humans. Tony-winning play.
Wow. This is overwhelming. Thank you.
Sorry, you had to deal with our randomness.
It was great.
So thank you for coming in.
Oh, sure.
So you're now in this Tony-winning play.
yes.
Has that changed the dynamic for you at all? Do you feel different, or is it not? I mean,
I don't feel any different. I will say that the Tuesday after we won the Tony was like perhaps our worst show.
Oh,
ever.
really?
I don't know why. I think we were just like so self-conscious or something, and we got off stage. We were like, give it back, like get it away. But no, I mean, really, it just means that we get to do the play for longer, which is a great.
and you're moving there. So you're in the Helen Hayes at the moment,
Yes.
and then you're moving to the Schoenfeld. That's right.
That's correct.
Okay, so talk to me about the dates and logistics here. Are you gonna get any time off?
Yes, actually, we finished this Sunday, which
Okay.
happens to also be my birthday,
Happy
and then I
birthday,
get
Sunday.
like almost 2 weeks off.
That's amazing.
Back. Yeah, it's great.
You have to go back
So
and then you have
excited.
to do tech again.
Yes, but I think it'll be quick.
That'd be quicker.
Yeah.
Now, also, if you people who haven't seen the Humans, we should probably back up a bit.
Okay.
Talk to me about the world of the Humans. Where's it set? What's it about?
So it's set in my character's New York duplex apartment in Chinatown, and it's a one-scene play. It's just a family having Thanksgiving dinner.
And yes, it is. For anyone who's ever lived in New York or been into a New York apartment, it certainly reminds me of my first New York apartment. I.e., it's not very
It's
nice.
not. It's gonna get nice though, okay? We
Yeah.
just haven't decorated yet. There's no real furniture in the apartment, which is another thing that makes it sort of eerie.
And you're on 2 levels as
Yes.
well. How was that in the rehearsal process? Was it sort of terrifying trying to navigate?
It is.
That?
It is. So the upstairs space is quite small.
Okay.
It's quite shallow.
So, oh right, okay. So
And you really have to pretend like there's not just a straight up drop off. And we had a hard time kind of moving up there with confidence at first.
have you had any onstage mishaps?
Yes. The other day, there was a spill in the kitchen. I don't know where it came from, but everybody kept slipping.
Oh, good.
At least me and the guy who plays my boyfriend, Arian Moyed, we kept slipping in the kitchen and then spilling the wine that we were holding more, so that would create like a larger area of spill. And it was like a farce. It was like the Humans, the
Well,
farce.
it's still better though. When I watched Gigi and Paul Vanessa Hutchins kept on breaking glasses during the champagne number.
What?
And Corey Cott was falling about laughing, being no help at all.
I am
glass
the worst
after
with
glass
that
was
too.
breaking. So yeah, it happens to everybody. I mean, you've been in this show a while because it was off Broadway as well.
Yes.
Are you able to walk straight on stage and just do your thing, or do you have to sort of go to your dressing room early, get into the zone, have a few rituals?
I do a warm up, but our cast, I gotta say, we kind of just hang out and like shoot the.
Well, you
Can I curse on this?
Yes, you can curse. It's Facebook
We
Live,
just
you
like
do whatever
shoot the
you
shit
want.
and just kind of hang out, and none of us are all that serious about process in that way.
Which probably helps the family dynamic as well.
Yes, except that sometimes if we've really been hanging out all day, we have a hard time with the fact that we're just seeing each other for the first time at the top of the play.
Yeah.
Or at least I'm just seeing them for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to distance yourself a
So
little.
this is written obviously by Tony winner Stephen Caron.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, that's
okay.
right.
So, and you've got a long relationship with him. I mean, because
Yes.
you were in another one of his plays before. You did speech and debate for
Yes.
him.
Mm-hmm.
And is it true that he wrote this new character for you?
He did.
That's
yes.
amazing.
Yes, it's very nice.
So how does that work? Did he call you up and say, "I've written something for you"? Were you involved?
Yeah, I mean,
early on?
Well, we were. Yeah, I was involved in a lot of the workshops. We were doing something at Ars Nova together, and he told me he was writing a thriller for me and Cassie Beck, actually, which is funny because this is. I mean, it is a thriller.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mysterious elements.
Right.
That's incredible. Now we're getting some good wife love over here.
Okay, we are.
Which
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot
like
of, lot
looking
of good,
at
lot of
the-
good wife love. Do you think? I mean,
Okay.
obviously, we're very happy right now doing the Humans and everything.
Yeah.
But do you have any sort of TV series that you'd love to go into? Because you also did Gossip Girl, didn't you, for a bit?
Yeah, that was like that. I was still in college when I did Gossip Girl. That was kind of I don't know.
Which is one of my favourite facts about you, because you went to Columbia.
Yes, I did. Yes.
So you had all this big Hollywood opportunities, but you were like, no, I'm also going to do my education.
Yes, thank you.
That's incredible.
Thank
Did
you.
you get a lot of pressure from agents, people saying, no, don't do it?
You know, I think there was a sense, a little bit, but I think there was also a sense that when I graduated, I would still look like I was like 19. So I didn't actually lose like, essential years.
Yeah.
Looks wise, I don't know. You know, like
It was an invaluable experience.
Yeah.
I mean, would you give advice? A lot of kids are watching right now. Would you sort of give advice of educate?
Oh,
have,
yes,
even if you want to
absolutely.
pursue acting and so forth.
Yes,
where
I mean, I
education is
studied
still key.
English. I think that studying something else is great, and I think also it's been really nice for me just to have friends, creative friends that I make stuff with. That's really empowering for me.
So anyway, so we lost our train of thought there, so I apologise. So Dream TV series.
Yes.
Are there any series out there that you just love to do?
Transparent.
Transparent.
I'm obsessed with Transparent
Really?
right now. I watched the whole thing twice.
You met Judith Light?
Crazy. Yes.
met her?
Only a little.
Only a
but,
little on the Tony circuit. I think.
Yes.
You know, that's as you do. All hanging out.
Yeah.
We watch these Broadway.com vlogs. We know what goes on behind the scenes. And you grew up in Philly as well.
Mhm.
And your parents are doctors, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you decide you wanted to be an
Know your
actor?
You know, it was totally weird. I was 8 years old and I was on the playground and saw a kid in my class. I'd been doing all of these other kind of like activities like violin and soccer and all kinds of stuff. And this kid in my class like said he was taking acting classes in the city, and I was like, and this light bulb went off, and I was like, that's what I'm supposed to do.
Amazing.
And then I started doing it.
And doing
Basically,
incredibly well with it.
After a while, sure, yeah.
No,
Not-
come
not
on,
at
no,
8 years.
no. Come on, I mean,
But
all
no,
this is going on.
it was something I just knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really like a light bulb.
Okay. All right. So bringing it back to the show,
Okay.
why do you think audiences will love the Humans if they've not seen it yet as much as you do?
I mean, I think you really believe they're a family, and I think it's just a show that makes a lot of people feel less alone in their experience of being in a family, and how that can be, simultaneously the best thing in the world and very painful, and yeah.
So you've got until Sunday, everybody, to watch it at the Helen Hayes.
Yes.
Which is a smaller theatre, and then because this is a Tony-winning play, everybody, it's then going to the Schoenfeld, which is a bigger theatre. Are you looking forward to it being in a bigger space?
I'm actually
Change
terrified. I'm a little
dynamics.
bit terrified of it being in a bigger space.
Really?
It's twice as many seats.
Yeah.
I think
We've
it'll
gone
be
off
great.
Broadway to the smallest venue on Broadway to
Right. Right.
It's
Yeah.
still very cool, and that's from August the 9th after you've had a well-deserved break.
Yes.
All right, so thank you very much, Sarah Steele.
Thank you.
Happy birthday for Sunday, and we will see you tomorrow live at 5. Thank you for joining us. Good night.
Thanks.